All right. I think this is happening, maybe. See if we can make it happen. Go live. Go live again. Play. Play again. Close enough. Play. All right. Well, here we are. 2023. Good luck remembering that when you write your first check this year. All right. We're going to try to make some coffee to start this off. It is the maid's week off, unfortunately. So some of this may be a little chaotic. See if we can get this all in a position for... Oh man, I need some coffee desperately bad. How about I film the back of my shoulder real quick? So you didn't see this stream. This is my new coffee container. Or not stream, video. That thing is a pretty good seal there. And then, oop, hold on a second, missed that. Happy New Year. Do I have a rice maker? Kind of. I kind of do. I've got, what do they call it? An Instapot, and it's got a rice cooking mode, I guess, if you will. Ooh. Smells fresh. The only downfall to this is I can't get... I'm going to have to get a smaller coffee scoop spoon somehow. I don't really know how that works, but... So it's got that valve in it. Oh, we got coffee bean juices on there. That's interesting. So, press and seal. And then double seal. Somehow. It's kind of weird. Why does it feel like that's not going down? There we go. And set over in the corner. See how great that works? Minus me filming the back of my shoulder. Sorry. I know it seems like I'm a professional operation here, but yeah, not quite professional. Let me see if I can grind that off screen. I need some water. I just realized I don't have any water out. Oh man, I hope I even have some water to make the juice. Yowzer! Getting a little low. I'm trying to organize things, you know. New year, new you, right? Well, that's not going to make much juice. Oh, God. We'll get it figured out. Don't worry. I have another container. Ooh, we got some bean crumbs in the corner there. Get all that out. All right, coffee is a go. Coffee is a go. Get this other container of water out, and we'll come over here, and we'll get more interesting. All right. So yeah, New Year's Day. Wow. I think I'm officially an old person because I fell asleep at 11:30 last night. I'm not making that up. 11:30, I fell asleep. Can't even make it to midnight anymore. Yowzer. But, you know, when I was young, I did the whole... Yeah. I'm not young anymore. Oh, it's no fun. All right, what do we got for juice today? Apple, kiwi, strawberry. That sounds pretty good. It'll be 100% juice when you reconstitute it. So right now, it is more than 100% juice, which is pretty impressive. You water it down to make 100% juice. So let's go ahead and see if we can figure out how to water down more than 100% juice. We've had some really bad weather where I live, so I haven't been able to go go to work lately, so I actually worked yesterday. Well, so like, I had someone like comment, like, "Man, you eat a lot of bacon." I was like, "No, I don't. I do not eat this for breakfast every single day." Yeah, I try to mix the juices up. But no, what I eat for breakfast 6 days a week is buttered bread and coffee. That's what I eat. And sometimes I don't even get to the buttered bread. Depends on how long I slept. You know what I mean? It's just like, ew. I mean, part of what I'm doing here is I'm trying to make it interesting, right? Like, just me talking is pretty amazing. I know that, but like having something to watch while I'm doing this is also pretty good. So we got some these new small containers too here to put the juice in, and it's something I just learned. This is pretty rad. So this is one of those silicone collapsible funnels, but look, this is what I just learned. So you can set it in there. Yeah, it's kind of loose, but you could take this thing and you can somehow, I did it earlier. Like that's, am I filming the whole? Let me make sure I get the whole thing here. Watch this. Watch me break it. It's like designed to go into that size thing. It's got these little ribs. So like, yeah, when it comes to using a funnel, having a funnel that like literally locks in, it's pretty awesome. Now, when I go to transfer to the next one, that might get a little sloppy, but I did wash my hands today, so should be okay. Yeah, butter. I like butter. One. Two. Now, I got to put a third one in there. But I'm going to wait just a couple seconds. We're going to get the old pulse going. Try to get some of that ice broke up. Perfection. Only perfection. That's all I will allow. Kind of made it frothy. That's okay. Now this next part, this is where I usually spill juice everywhere. And now that I'm adding the funnel, the juice pouring gets even more complicated. So let's let the games begin. Got a little bit of extra water to put in. We got all sorts of people tuning in today. How about that? Welcome to the new year. I always feel like I like New Year because it's like brand new year. All this basic stuff's gonna happen. I'm gonna start exercising, and that lasts about what, 2 days? How many days you guys get in when you do your New Year's exercise routine? I get about 2. Ooh, let me film my dirty part of my house real quick. That's good work, Elveshelves. All right, let's see if we can get this so we can get the action pour. So we got it locked in. Here we go. Hope for the best. Well, that's not working out at all. I believe there's ice crystals involved. Pulsing? Kind of weird. You know what I should do? Hold on a second. I should have a glass of this first. That will make my life so much easier. Or at least pour a glass. I already did that. Yeah, let's just pour a glass. Oh, look at me spilling it. Look at me spilling it. Everywhere. Made a mess. Made a mess. Let's try it. That's pretty good. It's really cold. There we go. That seal though, I just found a disadvantage to sealing the funnel. So you might be asking, why am I doing this? Well, these this blender thing that I mean, normally I just keep my juice in the blender, but it leaks, which is pretty lame, to be honest with you. So then I have to like, that's weird. It only holds one. I feel like I've done this before, but I also feel like I haven't done this before. What's going on right now? So that, yeah, like the bottom of this thing, these twist off and on, and they leak slowly over a few days or whatever. So like, in my infinite wisdom, I was like, well, I'm just gonna get these small. Well, actually, my infinite wisdom was like, I wish I had containers to put these in. I was gonna use these water containers, but it's hard to wash the. Like it's hard to get the brush over here to scrub that. So I always wanted some of these containers, and I saw them the other day at the old discount bin store, so I bought some, and they're working out, and yeah, stay tuned for further videos. You may be pleasantly surprised. So there you go. Bucket of juice. I'm gonna just go ahead and top this off. Perfect. Rub that around. See how clean that made that? Let me go. But I really need some coffee. Oh, vegetable fat spread. So like margarine, I believe, is what that is. It's just a vegetable based oil spread. I mean, butter's from a cow, and vegetable spread doesn't involve cow's milk, so that's a tough one. Like when I was growing up, let's see what cup we're gonna use today. Let's use the Kobayashi. Have you ever watched the movie? What is it? The Usual Suspects. I think is what it is. Is that what that's from? Kobayashi. Yeah. Little movie trivia. So when I was growing up, it was like butter was bad for you, and eggs were bad for you, and red meat was bad for you, and basically everything good in life was bad for you. And now it's eggs are good for you, and butter's good for you, and when butter was bad for you, margarine was good for you, and margarine's oil, vegetable base spread. And now margarine's bad for you, and eggs are. I mean, I don't even know. I just. Let's see. Heroin, that's bad for you. Don't do heroin, kids. Butter, yeah, you'd probably be all right. Or margarine. I don't really know. I have no idea how that works. The whole good for you, bad for you thing. I don't know what to say to the. I mean, everything that's bad for you, quote unquote, it doesn't take away from the, when you're young. It doesn't take away from those years. If it's bad for you, it just shaves off the end, right? And I got some bad news for you. The last part, not that great when it comes to life. And I don't claim to be an expert to know exactly how many years is enough years, but I wouldn't go for the world record as the most amount of years being quote unquote winning. I don't think you're winning if you get the most years. It's what you do with the years that you have, right? All right, so I got a bucket of big bag of dog food at my feet. That's gonna make this interesting. All right, how's this for cooking? Is that a good cooking angle there? Not really. What did I miss here? Yeah, I mean, red meat and cancer. I'd probably go with a good philosophy in life is everything, everything in moderation, right? That's why I don't cook a whole pound of bacon. I only cook half a pound of bacon, and then when I cook it, I only try to eat half a pound of bacon, right? Moderate it. Moderation. I mean, I probably drank too much juice today. That's fine, but you know, how much whiskey am I drinking? Not much. Put that juice away. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know. I do have one more thing to cook today. I forgot to put in the description. I got some potatoes that I'm soaking in water right now. We're gonna cook those up after the eggs are fried. I washed them up and sliced them, and now I'm soaking them so they get the starch out, the extra starch. I even have I got some green onions. I might cut these green onions up and cook with potatoes. That might be a thing I do. In fact, that might be a thing I do right now. Let's see about this. Yes, Scotch whiskey at night. Yeah, no, that's a thing. I mean, I guess I could tell you my whiskey story. I unfortunately got extremely drunk on whiskey one time in my life, and I can no longer enjoy whiskey. My body reacts to the smell and taste of whiskey the same as it would to any other dangerous poison. Like, my body rejects it. It's like, don't put any more of that in you. That is bad stuff. Which is too bad. It's like I'm probably gonna tell the story wrong, but I'm gonna do the condensed version of a story. And so my grandfather on my mother's side loved, I believe, Scotch whiskey, and he had a really old bottle of whiskey. I mean, really old. And it was a really old bottle when he bought it, and he bought it a long time ago. I mean, I think it was one of these things where it was like a 50-year-old bottle of whiskey that he bought like 40 years ago or something. Like, it was crazy. And he's like, I'm saving this for my 90th birthday. And his 90th birthday came, and I was there, and he's like, let's all have a drink to my 90th. And I'm like, my God, I'm going to have to choke some whiskey down. And I sat there, and I suffered. I mean, suffered through a glass of whiskey with my grandfather on his 90th birthday. We have the same flour container. Tupperware. You got the Tupperwares? That's what these are, is Tupperware. I got the small, this is the medium, and then it goes one bigger. Or how many is there? 4? I do regular flour. I do powdered sugar in the small one. What else? And then like another flour, like a self-rising flour, I think. Those are old. Those are about 20 years old at this point, I think. Is this bacon cooking? What's going on here, bacon? So anywho's, I need to feed the dog. The dog's over here eating crumbs off the floor. Let's make the dog a little plate of food here while we're waiting. She'll get all the goods just like everybody else does here at the old So I don't know if you're like Tupperware is an American name brand of plastic stuff. Like, that is, they make solid stuff like this. I could stand on this. Like, Tupperware's been around for a long time. I think they started off as like peer-to-peer sales. So like, you become a Tupperware salesperson, and you throw a Tupperware party, and then people come to your house and order Tupperware. That's back in like the 60s and 70s. That's how that went. And then it's pretty solid stuff. Pretty solid. I like steel personally, and I've been trying to get rid of plastics in my life. It's just hard to do. I mean, I try to use glass when I can, but glass isn't practical for everything because of the nature of glass breaking and such. There's something wrong with your bacon. So, the way this bacon comes, that's half the length, and it's normally twice the length. I cut it in half, and then these are individual strips. So this is frozen. This was in my freezer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly cook it and thaw it out. So like that's what it looks like, and it's about that thick. So as it starts to defrost, I'll pull it to the side, and then I'll cook it after it's all thawed. So it's a frozen slab of bacon right now. Oh, hey, what's up, Jeremy? Bacon is too stuck together. It's frozen. Come on, everybody. Calm down. I'm slowly working it here. That one looks like it's a double cut piece. Oh, see, he's almost off. Trust me, there's a method to this madness. We're not trying to cook the bacon right now. We're trying to thaw the bacon. Yeah, one giant slab of bacon. Now, that'd be impressive. No, that's how I control my bacon portions, is I don't eat it all at once. I freeze it. Because if I didn't freeze it, it's like, well, I gotta eat that bacon. It's gonna go bad. Gotta eat that bacon. It's like, all right, just freeze the bacon. Wait a few weeks. Have some more bacon. All right, we're gonna make the dog some food here. Give her a little kibble. She's done. So I suppose I could tell you guys this story, kind of a sad story. I thought I was gonna lose my dog the other day. Honestly, Christ, I thought she was dying, and she probably almost did die. I don't know. Like, I was to the point where I was like, oh, I might have to take her to the vet and have her put down. It was pretty bad. She was pretty sick. She wasn't moving, wasn't eating. She wouldn't go out. I was having to carry her. It was pretty sad, pretty heartbreaking, actually. Of course, that was Christmas. That happened on Christmas Day. But she's made a pretty good recovery. I will prove it by showing the dog as she slips and looks terrible on video. Berta, you doing okay? You doing better? Yeah, it's pretty scary. She's back eating again, and she's able to go out on her own. For a few days, she couldn't go out on the zip line. I'd have to, like, I got this device that hooks on, well, it's a two-handled padded strap that I could hook under her belly to help support her weight, and I was having to walk her by hand every time she went out because she couldn't pull the chain anymore. But she's recovered. She's back on the chain. She's back active again. It was right, we had this really cold weather. I don't know if she got, like, I don't know, she was sick. It was bad. It was a bad deal. But luckily, you know, for now she's doing okay. I mean, she's a very old dog, and I don't expect her to live forever. It was just like, it got very, 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 very alarmingly terrible for a couple days there. To be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, I know, it was terrible. Like, I was in tears and shit over it, because, like, it was like, 12 below zero, and my plan is to bury her here on the property, and it's like, how the hell am I going to dig a hole when the ground's frozen solid type of a deal? And, like, yeah. But I don't know. She got through it. She powered through. She's back. The stools are back solid again, and she's able to hop up on the couch a little bit, which, she can jump in her chair that she's got. She couldn't do that. And she was having a hard time walking, and she's back doing her things, Although now she wants me to walk her every time she goes out, because as she was getting better, she started going farther out than her chain allowed, which was, like, very exciting for her. So, yeah, I mean, if anyone's ever had a pet, you know how it goes in the end. It's not fun, and yeah, so I'm not saying she's doomed, but, like, yeah, her days are definitely numbered, and she's not getting younger, but for now, she's doing good again. What turned her around is my mother sent some ham over for her to eat. Some of that home-cooked ham. That brought Berta back. I don't know if that's actually true, but she definitely ate the ham. But I was like, what I'm going to make here is what I've been doing for a while. It's like a scoop of kibble, then I give her the green beans. We'll make it here, and then some canned chicken and some rice. This comes from, like, 6 months ago before I had my surgery. Like, literally. Just like days before all that happened, my dog ate a whole nest full of rabbits. And she got extremely sick from that because she swallowed them whole. So we did a little internet research, and it was like, oh, cook some rice up, which is not very well cooked rice. It's overly saturated rice this is basically was a recipe for bringing the hydration back on a dehydrated dog. It was like pumpkin and rice and all sorts of stuff. And then since I started doing that, the dog won't just eat her kibble anymore, because now she wants everything added to it, which is fun, like, yay, gotta add stuff to my dog's food. Like, what's it say? Like a year ago, yeah. Gary died a little over a year ago. But he was old cat too. I mean, that's the thing with pets, like, they don't live forever. I mean, the way Gary went, oh man, that's almost like you never want your pet to die. You want him to live forever, but like I think having to make the decision when to like take him in to have him put down is the hardest decision. So like with Gary, I just basically came home and from being gone for a couple hours, and he went from like pretty much alive like he's supposed to be. Like I was not really like he didn't look like he was on his deathbed when I left the house. When I came back, he was done. So like in the scheme of things, like maybe that's the best way. Is like quick and sad. Whatever. let's change the topic to something more exciting. Let's make a plate of food for the dog and then feed the dog and watch the dog be mad. So anyways, what I was just saying was she stopped eating. She wouldn't even eat this right here. Like she wouldn't eat chopped up green beans with canned chicken and rice and all that. And I was like, oh my God, she won't do that. And then like I was trying just to feed her the chicken. She wouldn't eat the chicken. I was like, oh, all right, dog's done. Like dog ain't gonna live if it ain't gonna eat, you know, one of them type of deals. But, you know, after a few days, she started getting her appetite back, so. I don't know, whatever. I wasn't even gonna bring it up, but it's gonna be, unfortunately, an event that happens probably sooner than I would like to. All right, thanks for stopping in. We'll catch you next time. Ooh, I gotta get some cookies bacon on. Bacon. Let's put this uncooked bacon here. Put the cooked bacon there. And then make sure the camera is not filming any of it. There we go. So, alright. Hold on, Berta. She's getting antsy. I was going to rinse this off so I don't get, like, all that weirdness. Chicken. Oh, man. Such is life. If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it, right? Whatever. Whatever. Alright, so we'll chop up that chicken, try to make this a little more chicken flavored. Look at that. Home cooked meal for the dog. How many dogs get this? I can't believe I still have to do this. So anyways, this all came from when I had my arm surgery and like we're trying to get the dog hydrated because like I had to figure out what to do with my dog during my surgery because I couldn't do anything. Like I was one-arm bandit, like basically stuck in a chair. At least, I mean, I couldn't do much for a while. All right, put that down there. Let's see if we can get the old dog over here. You're free. Rug or a rag on the floor. Good girl. Yeah, you could eat your kibble. She's losing her strength. Her feet slip on the floor now, which is kind of fun. I try to tell her to stand on the rug, like explain that to a dog. Like a dog doesn't understand rug. If you stand on the rug, dog, you get more grip. Whatever. Explaining grip on rugs to dogs. That's my thing. All right, I think I'm burning my bacon here. Yep, certainly am. Crispy on one side and not on the other. That's my favorite way to do bacon. This is called distracted bacon, when you only cook one side of it and burn it. That's fine. Black-eyed peas, gross. Yeah, I'll probably make an appearance. Let's see here. I need more rug. Yeah, no, that's... I mean, one of the challenges is when you live in a mansion the size of my mansion, is finding rugs small enough to fit in the spots where the floor exists. Without having to lift furniture up. Whatever. I mean, it'd be easier if the dog would just stand on the rugs that I've got. That would be the easiest part of it. But, yeah. Oh well. Sorry for my runny nose, but apparently, once again, I'm allergic to screaming on the internet. My nose starts running. See if we can manage to cook both sides of the bacon. All right. I feel like we should get the potatoes ready. Anybody else feel that way? I'm starting to feel that way. So we're going to use this spinner here to dry the potatoes. Unfortunately, I can't film where the potatoes are right now because I really don't want to show that part of my life. And that's the truth of the matter. Ooh, I'm doing this completely wrong. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, that's not good. All right. Let's put the dog food stuff away. So there's those potatoes sliced and soaked. Just got to dry them off. With an alarmingly dusty. That's, jeez. Put the dog ingredients away. Oh, good times. Good times. How's that bacon doing? Is it burned yet? So I got some bacon in the freezer that'll be fun to cook, which has got a hilarious story. I was sitting around eating dinner one night with my folks, and there was an advertisement for the local lumber yard here called Menards. And Menards was selling bacon. Yeah, get your bacon at the lumber yard. It's a pretty good price though. So yeah, I got some Menards bacon to cook here one of these streams, which is just hilarious. It was limited supplies. They didn't have unlimited bacons at the lumber yard, which the irony of that is ironical. Very ironical. That's even a word. And we'll just go right through that. Let's put the spinner. I need to try to get these potatoes a little more dry, because like the drier potatoes are, the better they cook. I do know that about potatoes. So we're just going to pour them on this paper towel here. Oh, there's one for the critters that live in the house. Yep. Alright, so now that I've depressed the whole world talking about my sad dog story, and the dog is doing fine now. She's in the other room laying on the floor. Okay. What can we talk about next? The weather. How's the weather going? It has been shitty. Although, oddly enough, like, where I live, we've missed, I'd say like 3 probably, solid, shitty snowstorms. And we've had the cold weather, and I'm talking like as cold as it gets, pretty much. And we have had some snow, but we've been getting these snowstorms coming in where the temperatures are like 33 degrees, and we're getting rain first. Then after the rain, we're getting the ice, and then we're getting the snow, which is bad on its own too, but like just a few miles up the road from where I live, they've had like into the world amounts of snow, like crazy snow. Like, woo, that's a lot of snow. I think the coldest we hit was 20 below zero air temperature, which is like, that's plenty cold. That is plenty cold. Alright, so what was I going to do? I'm going to cook eggs next. I got my potatoes drying. I got some onions. I'm going to cut these onions up. I made a dip last night for Halloween, for New Year's Eve. And it takes green onions, so these were the leftovers. I didn't want to eat too many onions last night, so let's cut those up real quick. We'll eat those in our little extravaganza special New Year's edition. I got to cut these a little big because the dog's not supposed to eat onions. Onions are bad for dogs, so And she's going to want some potatoes. I know she is. We've met. I'm going to cut the greens up too. I'm not even filming this part of it very well. Let's, yep. Okay. That will be the onion portion of the show, along with the potato portion of the show. Maybe I could put the potatoes and the onions on the same platter. Wouldn't that be great? How's that bacon doing? Multitasking. Oh, yep, that's happening. I'm a little concerned. Oh, look at that. Just gonna curled bacon. Okay. Cook it that way. I'm a little concerned about there might be a little bit too much bacon grease for the potatoes. I don't need to eat a half a slab of bacon worth of grease, so we're gonna have to figure that out when the time comes. Just the roly-poly. There you go. All right, New Year's resolutions. What are we doing this year? Welcome to 2023. Fascinating. The internet is fascinating. No commercials though. If you watch it live, there's no commercials. If you come back for the rebroadcast, you might get a commercial. So this is kind of interesting. We'll talk about the channels that you're laughing about watching, spending your time. Oh yeah, no, I get it. Think of all the things you could be doing instead, like sitting at the DMV, stuck in traffic. There's lots worse things you could be doing with your time than watching me cook breakfast. So this is kind of fun for my channel. Coming up this year, I assume shortly I will be hitting my millionth view, because I just hit 900,000 views like a day ago, 2 days ago, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. I never thought I would ever come anywhere close to having 1 million views on my YouTube channel. And at the rate I'm going, it's going to be in about a month and a half, 2 months, I'm going to hit my millionth view, because like my viewership's been gone up lately. I'm getting about 2,000 views a day. I normally average around 1,000, and I don't know what's happening right now, but I'm getting about double that, which I'm okay with. That's fine with me. I think I'm going to cook 2 eggs today. They got potatoes, I don't need to overeat. So that's pretty exciting for the channel to get that many views. It really doesn't mean much. I don't get anything. There's no award. It's just like a little personal thing. Like, I know for some people 1 million of whatever, it's like, oh, you got 1 million. It's like, all right, but like for me, 1 million is a lot. Like, I don't have $1 million. I don't have 1 million anything. But I'm gonna have 1 million views on a YouTube channel, which is like mind-boggling to me. And that's all because of my, well, I like to say it's because of my subscribers, but most of my views are not for my subscribers, oddly enough. But they do count, so keep watching, subscribers. Keep watching. What are we doing here? I'm gonna need to drain this egg off. I'm gonna push the old bacon pile over there real quick. I forgot to pepper that. Let's put some pepper on it. Oops, I don't think I need salt. I believe the bacon grease comes pre-salted. Ooh, I don't want to break the yolk. I don't want to break the yolk. Ugh. Nothing says non-stick like bacon crusted cast iron pans. Am I right, kids? Woo! That yolk went nutsified. Not yolk, the egg white. That's borderline tragic. That they're let's see if we can get top down view here. Nice and airy though. Try to consolidate it slightly. Yeah, that oil. I might drain some of it off. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I wasn't streaming this, I would probably just throw the potatoes right in there and just fry them up. But so I got this new watch going. Well, YouTube, that's weird. Pinch to pause, and it's tracking my health. So I'm becoming health focused, people. That's my New Year's resolution is I'm becoming more health focused. This thing is like counting my steps and my calories and my heart. I'm not gonna lie, when I first hooked the heart thing up, I was like, what if this gives me a bunch of news that I don't want to know about? That's gonna give me a heart condition when I worry about it, type of a deal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, kind of rolls into a never-ending problem. But luckily, my heart's good to go. My blood oxygen is good to go. I need to watch my calorie intake. Is probably what I need to do. And that thing counts my calories and all that, or my calorie burning. And I'm not the kind of person that says, I'm going to go on a diet. I ain't going to do that. What I might do is try to eat 3 eggs or 2 eggs instead of 4 eggs. And a half a slab of bacon instead of a half a slab of bacon. And, you know, maybe only have a glass and a half of juice instead of 2 glasses of juice or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, just try to do a little moderation. Ooh, that yolk right there is looking suspect. I like it runny though. Release! Alright, let's make an assessment on this. Oh, come on, don't burn my fingers. How much oil is actually in there? That's not a lot of oil. When I say oil, I mean bacon grease. Alright. 2023, here we go. What's taters, precious? What's taters? Potatoes! It's like Martha Stewart with that top-down cooking view there. Where's my Apple Watch? Is going to send me an alarm. It's like, your heart stopped pumping because it's full of bacon grease. Don't worry. I got the ECG electrocardiogram feature. And yeah, the ticker's ticking. It said there's plenty of room for bacon grease, is what it told me. So you got room. It smells good. Let's add some pepper to it. Lots and lots of pepper. Smash them, fry them, put them in a stew. You can make a stew out of that. What's that show? It was like Happy Gilmore or something. Is that what it was? But he kept saying you can make a stew out of everything. You can make a stew out of that. What is this? Just like a piece of silage. All right. What I think I should do now, while I'm cooking my that, although if I was a professional chef, it would all be done at the exact same time. Oh, taters? Mash them, fry them, put them in a stew. What's taters, precious? Taters? Potatoes! Well, look who made it here. Let's see if this bacon turned out to be poisoned. It's definitely crispy. You see this El Doggo wants one? Bad aim. Dog approved. That's a dog approved piece of bacon. Potatoes! All right. While I venture around the corner of the old. Yep, that's happening. Now, I wouldn't recommend cooking this way every day of the week. That might give you some problems. That's a raw potato burger. You don't want it. Sorry, the dog's below my feet right now, sniffing for the potato that I dropped. You want some eggs, Bird? You want eggs? She loves eggs. You want eggs? Mmm. Eggs. How about I have some eggs? I like eggs too. Can't let you have them all. Ooh, I love runny yolk too. I think what I heard the other day. Eggs are good for your brain when you're a newborn. Make your brain grow. That's the latest on eggs. So in my life, eggs have gone from that's the worst thing you could eat to now it's good for your brain when you're a baby. I'm starting to wonder if the people that are in charge maybe don't know anything, right? Or that they actually know everything, but they're trying to either not sell eggs or milk or whatever. Make it sound like a conspiracy theorist. Yep. I'm going to give the dog one more egg for this one. Berta? Oh, she's laying down. Oh, she's getting up. You getting up for eggs? Good girl. No? That's a good sign. She's able to get up from a down position for an egg. Potatoes! All right, what's next? What else is going on in the wild, zany world? I mean, Christmas. I kind of didn't stream during that because it was Christmas. Hopefully, everybody got the things they wanted for Christmas and the things they deserved. And I'm gonna drain these potatoes. This is getting crazy. I should have took some of the oil off. Yummy. Dog want bacon? Good girl. Yeah. So today, first day of 2023. Hopefully we make the most of our days. We have 365 of them. The first day is almost over. Halfway anyways. Make the most of the days that you have. You never know. An asteroid could fall out of the sky, crash into the earth, knock out your Wi-Fi, and you would have no internet for a day. Think of that. How tragic would that be? I feel like I need to turn that heat up a little bit. I want some crisp on them potatoes. Whatever. Tell you what though, you know what makes coffee taste good? Bacon. Bacon and eggs makes coffee taste. Oh, egg crime right there. Egg crime. That is a crime against humanity right there. The old yolk spill. Please don't report me. Yummy. Oh. If you're tuning in now, you missed out at the beginning. That was pretty good. We're cooking potatoes now. I guess I should add, I grew these in my garden. That's like the only thing that came out of my garden this year because, like, I got my potatoes in before I hurt myself, and I had purchased plants before I hurt myself, and I didn't get the plants planted, and then I hurt myself. And it's like, well, I got plants. What am I gonna do with them? Throw them in the trash, you know? And I had everything set up ready to go. I just hadn't got them in the ground. So like my father actually came over and like got on his hands and knees and stuck my plants in the ground. But like some of them didn't make it, some of them did, and the ones that made it didn't really make it. I didn't really get much. Yeah, it just wasn't enough water on. Yeah, it just didn't happen. The potatoes just didn't grow very well. They just muddled through on their own, and that's what they ended up like that. I got a few of them. Not very many at all, considering. That's the way life goes. But, you know, could be worse. Could have been worse. And for some people, it is worse. I try not to complain too much. Those are coming along nicely. I'm just like half filming them. All right, dog, you back for more eggs? The dog is circling like a shark right now. Good stuff. Now what I'm going to do, because I'm a good guy, I'm going to let the dog lift the yolk plate. Makes your coat shiny. And I'll just dirty another plate. Why not? Use the same amount of water when I run the dishwasher. Can't believe I spilt that all over. That's just kind of a mess. All right, who's been counting my bacons? How many more bacons do I get? I feel like I got like at least one more. That one to the dog. That one to the dog. Trust me, you got them. We'll reserve those bacons for a sandwich or something. Actually, how those end up usually get eaten? One at a time, cold from the fridge. I end up walking by the fridge thinking, you know what'd be good right now is a piece of bacon. And I just eat a piece of bacon. Yeah, I know. Must be nice to be perfect. I've not achieved perfection in my life yet. Trying every day. Potatoes! Coffee's getting low. Let's get the coffee can going. I can't remember if I pointed this out. I did clean the outside of the coffee pot. Look how shiny that is. Good for a year. Good for a year. All right, just half and half. Watch my potatoes for me, please. Let me know if they're burning. I have to walk around the dog to get the half and half. The dog obstacle. Oh wait, I'm supposed to smell it first. It smells good. Oh, I should have put the sugar in first too. Oh, there's not a lot of room to stir there. Not a lot of room to stir. I'm not sure what it is with me that like I feel the need to fill my coffee cup completely to the brim. Is that like a, what is that? I'm sure that's a thing. Ooh, I can smell the browning of the potatoes right now. I want them crispy. Make them crispy. In hindsight, I probably should have waited on those onions. Those onions are going to be crispy. Ain't no doubt about it. crispy onions coming up. No, let's not do that. I need to stir this, but maybe not by the burner. So yeah, one of the funny things about me in my breakfast streams is it serves two purposes. Well, probably more than two, but at least two purposes. One of the purposes it serves is at least the part of the kitchen that's in the video shot gets cleaned. And if you know anything about me, that's saying something. I mean, could you imagine that I am waking up without coffee this morning and I cleaned at least half my kitchen? I actually did that. So it's like motivation, you know. Try to. Well, you got to keep the camera shots in the clean part of the kitchen, and then clean that part of the kitchen. Yeah, see, works out for everybody. See, via the power of the internet, you're like, man, Elveshelves, he seems to have his shit together. Look how his counters were pretty much clean. I would like to strive for that at one point in my life. You know, that's maybe what people are thinking, and what they really don't know is, yeah, I'm not going to show you what's behind me, except for. What's behind me might show up when I turn the camera around when I do the end of this video, but, you know, whatever. I'm not scared to show the backside. Not scared at all. I wish these would crisp up a little more. How's that onion? And that's definitely caramelized. All right, I feel like a story is in order. Let's tell a story. So I was at the grocery store, went to the first grocery store to buy the ingredients for my dip last night. And one of the ingredients was green onions, and the store I went to was out of green onions. That grocery store is known as Aldi's, famous for not having what you want to buy. All right, I gotta try to get these onions out of here. They're starting to. I might just have to pull all this. Won't be as crispy as I want. Can I get some of these burnt onions off? I want to eat them. So, anyways, like, well. I really kind of do actually need green onions. Just because you're out doesn't mean I'm not getting green onions. So I was like, well, I'll go to the next grocery store. Because that particular grocery store is famous for being an actual regular grocery store that has all the ingredients that you need normally. So I go in there and yep, they got onions. And then I just, cause like before I went to Aldi's, I was like, well, which grocery store am I going to? Because we have two fairly discounted grocery stores near each other. Fairway and Aldi's. And I was like, well, I'm going to go to Aldi's. I think Aldi's probably has a better price on some of this stuff. My morbid curiosity was like, I wonder how much cheaper Aldi's actually was than Fairway. Let's go and like, what I should have done is just grab my onions and left, right? But no, Elveshelves can't do that. He has to like walk around and price check everything and see how everything worked out because that's the way he is. So I walked back to check the cheese, and yeah, Aldi's was blowing the other grocery store's prices completely out of the water. I mean, it wasn't even close. For cream cheese and Monterey Jack. Anyways, as I'm leaving, I see a guy counting, an employee was counting eggs. And I like to mess with people, and I was like, yo, bro, there's 12 of them in there, you don't have to count them. And the guy was so baffled, he's like, what? I was like, I saw you counting the eggs. They come in 12 packs. You don't have to count them. He's like, oh, I'm looking for crack ones. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, friend. Like, I get it. Happy New Year. And he realized I was joking with him. He laughed. Anyways, I'm leaving, going down the frozen food section. And maybe you've experienced this in your life. This is what happened to me. I'm wandering along, enjoying my my antics of joking with a man about his egg counting. And I see somebody that my lizard brain recognizes, right? So my lizard brain is like, oh, there's a person you know. But my forward part of my brain is like, but you don't know who they are, right? What's going on here? My little brain is like exploding. And I kind of noticed the person recognized me as well, in the same thing where maybe their brain recognized me, but didn't register. And I just went with, you know, I'm just here to buy onions. I've already walked around the store price checking. I'm wasting my time. I'm just leaving. I'm not going to get involved in it. Hey, I think I know you. So I just walk by and I pretend that I didn't see this person, which is one of my favorite things to do in the whole world, is pretend that I don't see things. I'm sure no one else does this. And then as I'm walking around, that person walks by again, kind of in my field of view, so I get a second shot at it. It was a girl. to see who they were. And I'm sitting there like, I'm like, how do I know this person? Like, my brain, I just can't figure it out. Blah, blah, blah. Pay for my green onions, and I'm walking out, and that's when my brain finally solves the riddle, right? The riddle of who this person is. It was the girl that sat behind the counter at my physical therapist's, the receptionist. So, like, I had never seen this person, like, out in public or, like, from behind the seated position in their desk. So that's why my brain couldn't make the association, because all my interactions with this individual were from across a counter, kind of behind a piece of plexiglass almost. And, well, they were sitting, and I was standing there waiting for, like, a receipt or whatever. So that was kind of interesting. So most likely what I saw was her absolutely recognizing me, and then me ignoring her, which kind of made me feel like a piece of shit afterwards, to the point where I almost went back to say something, because, like, you know, I only spent, like, what, 5 months, twice a week almost, like, dealing with this person. Like, yeah, you know, I probably should have recognized her. But, you know, I'm not perfect. Context is everything, right? When you see people, like, what's the context? Woo! Oh, hot. I mean, whatever. So that happened. Makes me feel like a bad human being. All right. This has gone for an hour. Oops, little stuff on a plate. I believe I'm going to eat those potatoes off screen. Hey! You looking at my cabinets? Whoa! Calm down. There's a lot of cabinet peep in there. Yeah, I'm wearing a winter cap. I do have the fireplace going. It's actually kind of warm out. It's like 30. It's 38 degrees. So I got the heat turned off, and I'm using fireplace right now. Inside, it's... Oh, I'm falling! What do you got in here? It's like 66 degrees in my house. Mainly just because my hair is extremely greasy. So I threw this cap on so I would look appropriate for the internet. You know. The internet never exaggerates or makes things up. So... I'm choking on pepper. I was going for more. I was going for more potatoes. I'm choking on pepper now. All right. Well, 2023. I'm glad y'all made it. It's gonna be an amazing year. I was like joking with my uncle. Like, what is it? Since like 2019, it's all been a blur. Cause like, it's like what I wish everybody the best of luck. Hopefully this year is the one that you're looking for. All your wishes are fulfilled. Your dreams are achieved. Nothing bad, all good. All positive, no negative. Fingers crossed. All right, thanks for tuning in. If you caught it live, that's awesome. If you commented, even better. It makes the live stream fun for everybody. If you missed the live stream because it's New Year's Day and you're busy, that's fine. Watch the re-upload. If you know me in real life, I'll be doing what I'm doing. If you don't know me in real life, you know me on the internet, same thing. I'll catch you guys probably next weekend. Peace! Stay safe. Enjoy the new year. Happy New Year to everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. If I missed your holiday, I hope you had a good one of those. Happy birthday if I missed that. All those things. Peace!